Welcome back to Charisco Crypto. Guys, welcome. Let's discuss. Let's see what is happening in the crazy world of crypto, guys. So let's discuss. So guys, Bitcoin is trading above 83. Bitcoin is still trading above $93,000. So which is fantastic. So the market is still holding strong. So quickly, without being wasting so much time, guys, let's dive in. So let's see what is happening in the crazy world of crypto. So guys, the market is still trading sideways. So Bitcoin and crypto, as you guys can see, so the altcoin are still holding strong. So most of the altcoin are up in double digit, as you guys can see. Yeah, good evening. Rosita, how are you all doing? I hope you guys are doing fantastic. So guys, the market is doing fantastic. The market is doing great. So one thing is that just yesterday, so we saw Bitcoin ETF, so inflow with about 916 million US dollars. So and not just yesterday, just about 2 days ago, we also saw Bitcoin spot ETF inflow with about $912 million. So we brought the total weekly inflow to about 2.3 billion US dollars, which is crazy. So that is why today we'll be looking into the crypto analysis, what the crypto analysis is saying about the market. So even if when as Bitcoin is still trading above $93,000, so if we should sell our Bitcoin or we should hold our Bitcoin, so we'll be looking into that. So without being wasting so much time, we'll be looking at the crypto market analysis, what the analysis are saying about the market. Guys, if you guys can hear me, if you can hear me on the chat, let me know. If you guys can hear me, let me know on the chat, man. Okay, good. So yes. Okay, guys, so let's dive in. So as you can see, most of the altcoins are up with about double digit. You can see it over here, like for example, BTC is up with the weekly trade with about 10%. Ethereum is up with about 11.3%, followed by SRP. Even if Solana is up with about 12%, that is still up with about 70%. Look at Sui. Sui is up with 56% with the weekly trade, which is crazy. And if you look at it over here, even if official Trump coin is up with about 60%, which I have something to say about that. So guys, let's dive in. So let's look into the data. So the market analysis over like for example, what happened in the previous cycle and that is still repeating itself right now. So we'll be looking into all those data. What are those data saying? So if we should sell our Bitcoin or we should keep holding our Bitcoin. So you can see it over here with the weekly inflow. So we saw about 916.9 million US dollars for the weekly inflow, just between yesterday inflow. So the total weekly inflow is between about $2.3 billion. So this is just a total daily inflow, which is just yesterday inflow, 90.16 million US dollars, which is crazy. So a lot of money is still coming into the crypto space, even if one is still not making effect in the market. This is because the big boys, they are using OTC to buy. They are using P2P to buy. So that is because those big boys are buying. They don't want the market to solve. They don't want the market to pop up. So they buy using OTC. So that is why it's still not making a huge effect in the price of Bitcoin when Bitcoin is still trading between $93,000. Don't forget. So when the OTC finally dry up, so they will be buying from open market. So that is when Bitcoin will skyrocket. So you can see it over here. So you can see it over here that the weekly daily inflow just between yesterday daily inflow we have about 90.16 million. Just about a few days ago we have about 12 $12 million, 12 something million dollar. Just about 2 days ago too. So we have about 9 something million dollars just between an hour. So in total, just about 2 days ago, in total we have about $90.12 million. In total weekly inflow, we have now about 2.3 billion US dollars, which is crazy. So which brought us to this headline over here. Bitcoin exchange deposit hit about 8 years low, which is crazy. Just the Bitcoin exchange deposit, we hit about 8 years low. So what does this mean? It means that the big boys, they are taking their cryptocurrency away from centralized exchange to decentralized exchange to a safer place. Like for example, as you can see it over here, the dark line, this is the Bitcoin chart, which the orange line, this is the exchange chart. So this is the exchange chart. We show that as you can see, so the big boys, they are taking away their cryptocurrency from centralized exchange. So you can see that this chart over here is draining, so it's going down. So that is because there's not much Bitcoin in a centralized exchange. So just imagine when the Bitcoin centralized exchange finally dry up. So where Bitcoin will be trading at. So if the Bitcoin in centralized exchange, they finally dry up, so Bitcoin will be trading above. You find out that Bitcoin will be trading to take Bitcoin to like about $1 million per coin. So we are still early in the crypto space, guys. This brought us to this chart, which I showed you guys about just about 2 days ago. So Bitcoin is just between about the fifth largest asset on the planet right now. So we just surpassed Google just about a few days ago. So we still just have about 1.8 trillion market cap. So as of today, so see where we are getting to over here. So when the Bitcoin finally hit the market cap of gold, so that will take a Bitcoin above $1 million per coin. So which will be looking into all those other headlines. So what they are saying. So guys, as you can see it over here, Meta Planet bought about 145 Bitcoin, worth about $30.6 million. The big boys are still buying, guys. So even when the market is still trading sideways, so Bitcoin still holding strong. So but the big boys are still buying, as you can see. So, like for example, Meta Planet, they are not buying huge like a MicroStrategy and IBTC, which is BlackRock. So BlackRock, they are still holding a huge amount of Bitcoin. So which we'll be looking into that. So they are still holding a huge amount of Bitcoin. Those big boys are still buying. So Meta Planet, they are now holding a total Bitcoin worth about 5,000 Bitcoin as of today in their balance sheet. So we show that the big boys, they keep accumulating more Bitcoin. So you don't have to be scared in the crypto space. So this is why I say we should have to look into this data. For those of you guys who, whenever the market dip back down, for example, like about 5-6%, you'll be scared to sell your Bitcoin. So the big boys, they keep accumulating. That is because they know something which you did not know. So they know that Bitcoin and crypto is here to stay. So Bitcoin is that asset that helps against inflation. So inflation have been eating away our buy power over the past few years. So which is the only asset which you can accumulate right now in order for you to generate a financial freedom, in order for you to hedge against inflation, is Bitcoin. So which other asset do you want to put your money? So you want to leave your money in paper money, which is fiat, the government money. So which has been going down in over the past few years, has been going down. So and your buy power keep reducing every single day. So if you could be able to purchase this last year with about $100 this year, so you'll be able to purchase with about $110, $210. That is because so the government keep printing more money every single day. You can't print more Bitcoin, so you can get the answer. As you can see it over here, guys, this is the Bitcoin's ETF, as you can see. So this is the Bitcoin ETF, the Bitcoin ETF. You can see it over here that only the iTrust ETF, which is the BlackRock ETF, they are holding about 575,000 Bitcoin, worth about 53.5 billion US dollars, which is crazy. So the big boy keep accumulating. So the huge amount of inflow that came into the Bitcoin space just between the past few weeks, so was coming from the IBTC, which is the BlackRock. So the BlackRock share, they are now holding about 575,000 Bitcoin, followed by Fidelity. Fidelity are still holding 198,000 Bitcoin, followed by Grayscale. Grayscale, they have been selling over the past few months. So Grayscale are still holding $191,000. So which show that the big boys they keep buying, so they keep accumulating more Bitcoin. So whenever the market dip back down, you don't have to be scared. Bitcoin and crypto is here to stay. It's just a matter of time. You have to be patient. So what I was saying is that Bitcoin is an asset. So whenever you are investing in Bitcoin, so whenever you are investing in Bitcoin, you have to give it time. So you have to be patient enough for the market value to grow. So this takes us to MicroStrategy. Don't forget, just a few days ago, MicroStrategy just added another 6,556 Bitcoin, worth about $555 million. So today, even if MicroStrategy, they are now holding 538,000 Bitcoin. So just BlackRock, they just surpassed MicroStrategy a little bit with their Bitcoin holding. So we show that, as you guys can see, so Bitcoin goes nowhere because the big boys keep buying, they keep accumulating more Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. So do you think that people like Michael Saylor, so who keep borrowing more money to buy more Bitcoin? So Saylor has been one of the smartest investors on this planet. Just over in the past few years, he has been one of the smartest investors. So since he started buying Bitcoin 2020, his stock, which is a MicroStrategy stock, has been one of the best performing stock over the past few years. We show that Saylor is smart and he knows what he's doing. So for him to spend billions upon billions of dollars in Bitcoin, so they bought they spent a total of 36.4 billion to buy Bitcoin. So even if the Bitcoin which they spend 36.4 billion to buy is worth about almost about $50 billion as of today. So which make more of their shareholders keep bullish, keep investing in their stock. So and keep borrowing more money to buy more Bitcoin. But you don't have to do so because so in crypto space, don't invest more than what you can afford to lose. So invest only your side money. So don't invest more than what you can afford to lose. As always, Bitcoin and crypto is here to stay. With all those data, you can see that Bitcoin is here to stay. So this brought us to the Bitcoin long-term holder supply. So guys, as I always say, as you guys can see, so the Bitcoin's long-term supply. So few months ago when they were selling, so I told you guys that you have to take profit. So as always, so whenever you are in profit, it's good to take profit. So that is one of the best strategy to accumulate wealth. This will buy Bitcoin. If you are bought into Bitcoin when Bitcoin was still trading between $20,000, $30,000, $60,000. Even if as of today Bitcoin is trading at $94,000, you can take some profit. Very, very important. So if you have bought Bitcoin when Bitcoin was trading between $40,000, today Bitcoin is still trading above $90,000. You may decide to sell 50% of your Bitcoin. So even if when most of the analysis is still saying that we may be heading up to like about $130,000. If we did back down from here, so you'll be able to accumulate more Bitcoin. So even if you sell half of your Bitcoin when Bitcoin is still trading between $90,000, so even if Bitcoin still head up to like about $120,000, good. So you will still be in a huge profit. So you will still be able to sell another 50% of your Bitcoin. So by then, so if the market dip back down, you'll be able to accumulate more Bitcoin. So guys, as you can see with this red line over here, so this is when the Bitcoin long-term holder was selling just about a few months ago, between about January, February, March. So you can see that it was dipping down here. So we show that people who has been holding a Bitcoin for like the past 10 years, so they was taking profit. That is because they were so smart. So when Bitcoin head up to like about $109,000, so the big boys start selling, they start taking profit. So which is important. So to take profit. And I also said the same, that it is time to take profit. So that is because there was a huge profit. So you can see right now the big boys, they start buying back again. So now they keep accumulating more Bitcoin again. So which is fantastic, which shows that the big boys, they know something. They know that they believe in this asset. So over the past few years, so Bitcoin has been that asset that still hedge against inflation. So it is time to keep accumulating and give it time to grow. So using DCA, dollar cost average, into the crypto space. So guys, if you are coming into the crypto market right now and you don't know how to invest, so I've been saying that in the past few months. It's not a financial advice. So there is a link. So to register with an exchange in the description of this video, either with BYBIT or Binance. So you sign up with your email, create a strong password, you get your document verified. You'll be able to transfer at least between about $10, $20, even if $5 to invest into the crypto space. Once you get verified, you will see something like this. Then you will see Bitcoin, Ethereum, SRP, and the rest. The thing I always say is that whenever the market is down, so don't go all in. Even if the market is up, don't go all in using a DCA for a long term for you to understand the market dollar cost average. Buy as little as you can. If you have $100 to invest, you may decide, okay, I will be adding $10 worth in a week or worth in a month. So when you now understand the market, so you may decide to go all in. People like Sailor, so which have spent billions upon billions to buy Bitcoin in the past few years. So since 2020 to today, so Sailor has spent about $33.4 billion, which I just showed you guys just now. So 33 point something billion dollars to buy Bitcoin. So which they are in a huge profit. Their Bitcoin holding is now worth about $15 billion. So which is crazy. So there's not any other asset that can give you such millions and such billions in return. So Bitcoin has been one of the best assets, best performing asset over the past few years. Bitcoin has generated more millionaires on this planet than ever. So that's because Bitcoin went from about nothing. Bitcoin went from 10 cent, 20 cent, $1 to $109,000 just in January here. So don't forget, a quick reminder that the US just added Bitcoin to their reserve just a few months ago. So they haven't started buying yet. For sure, they will start buying. So just take us here, guys, as you can see with this other headline. Japan upgraded. Japan urged to adopt the national Bitcoin strategy to stay ahead in the global finance, which is crazy. You can see it over here. So Japan, they are now urged to adopt Bitcoin. So in order for them to stay ahead in the market, so Bitcoin has been one of the assets which has been outperforming every other asset. So which I also showed you guys just now. So you can see it over here. So over the past few years, Bitcoin has been surpassing other assets, which we just surpassed Gogo just about a few days ago. So Gogo is now holding about 1.88 billion US dollars. So when BTC is still holding 1.8 billion US dollars, but surpass it with a few hundreds of millions, which is crazy. So you can see here. So gold is still holding about a 22 trillion market cap. So guys, I take that back. So Bitcoin is holding 1.8 trillion market cap when Google is holding gold is holding a 1.8 trillion market cap. You can see it over here. This is where we are heading to. So you can automatically see it over here. So gold is still holding 22.3 trillion market cap. Imagine if Bitcoin held up to 22.3 trillion market cap. That will take a price per Bitcoin to above $1 million per coin. So you can calculate it. That is because Bitcoin is still trading. When Bitcoin is trading at $94,000, so the market cap is $1.8 trillion. So if Bitcoin will be able to hold the market cap of gold, so it will cost almost about $2 million per Bitcoin, $2 million per Bitcoin. So which is crazy. So we are still early in the crypto space. You don't have to be scared. Keep using a DCA dollar cost average. You don't have to be scared. So the crypto market is here to stay. So you can just see it that Japan just urged to adopt national Bitcoin strategy, just like as the US just adopt Bitcoin. So Bitcoin strategy. And the US may start buying as soon as possible. So that is because they don't want other country to overtake them. So they already had the 200,000 Bitcoin, which they're already holding. They already had the 200,000 Bitcoin, so which they're already holding to their portfolio. What about 18 point something billion dollars? So that was the Bitcoin which FBI confiscated from hackers over the past few years. So the previous administration was selling them, and now that we have a president, which is President Trump, which is so bullish about Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, he decided to add this Bitcoin to their reserve, which they won't be selling anytime soon. And we all know that. And their proposal is for them to buy 1 million Bitcoin, so which will cost them about 360 something billion dollars as of today. So which we don't know where Bitcoin will be in the next few years. So the market is here to stay. So the tariff war between the US and China is still here. So which is crazy, as you guys can see. So China says no ongoing trade so talks with the US. What happened is that there was news flying around SAS, which is a Twitter, few days ago that so the trade between the trade war between US and China has come to an end. So now China are saying that so there is no ongoing trade talk between them and the US, which is crazy. So which brought us to here, as you can see it over here. So the Daily Open. So Trump's brief first in trade war he started. So this is because Trump think that China will back down. And so Trump is not backing down. China is not backing down. Now Trump has to bleed for sure. So for this not to escalate, to something else, so for sure Trump have to brief. So let's see what will happen next. And this has been making a huge effect in the crypto space in the past few months. So, and we all know this is not good for the market. So whenever we have this news about tariff, the Wall Street, which are the big boys who invest so much in Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, so they start selling off their risk asset. And we all know Bitcoin is a risk asset. So the market is always volatile. We always have up and down in the crypto space. So it always makes the big boys sell off their asset holding. Like for example, people like even if the spot ETF, the BlackRock, we saw them a few months ago, they were selling off their Bitcoin holding. So now they are buying back. So which made the Bitcoin inflow of just between yesterday become about 916 million US dollars, which is crazy. So the inflow just between yesterday was $916 million. Just about 2 days ago, we had an inflow worth about $912 million too. So we brought the total weekly inflow now to $2.3 billion. So guys, the crypto market is still on track. You don't have to be scared. So you can see it over here. So the fear and greediness is above 53 again. So we show that people are big bullish once again. So just between about last week here, the fear and greediness was below 30. So people were fearful. Between January here, when Bitcoin was trading above $108,000, so people were so bullish, and the greed was between 80. That was the time when I was saying, oh guys, it's time to take profit. So that is because whenever people are so greedy in the crypto space, so you have to take profit. So everybody back then was saying that Bitcoin will be heading up to $130,000, $150,000, when people were so greedy about the market, saying that Bitcoin will be heading up to 120, 130. So I'm not bearish. So I always say, instead of me to be bearish in the crypto space, so I have to be bullish. So over the past few years, the market has taught me that, so the market always go up and down. So this is why I'm here to encourage you guys to keep buying, to keep using DCA. So imagine if you have bought Bitcoin when Bitcoin was trading between $1. So as of today, you will be holding $93,000 just by spending $1 to buy Bitcoin. In 2011, Bitcoin was trading between 10 cents, 20 cents, below $1. So as of today, Bitcoin is trading above $93,000, which is fantastic. You can see it over here, the fear and greediness. Let's quickly look at the Bitcoin dominance. So the Bitcoin dominance is still holding a huge percentage. You can see it. Let me zoom in so you guys can see it better. So zoom in or zoom out. So you can see it over here. So the Bitcoin dominance, as you can see, is still holding 63.4%. This is because the big boys who are coming into the crypto space right now, they are putting their money into Bitcoin. So a lot of you guys who are asking if the art season is over. Yeah, good evening. Jebra, how are you doing? So, guys, how are you all doing? I hope you guys are doing fantastic. So, as I always say, so you don't go all in. So, crypto is here to stay. Don't be scared. So, whenever the market is down, take it as an opportunity. And DCA, let me move this camera a little bit so you guys can see this better. So guys, as you can see it over here, so the Bitcoin dominance is still holding about 63.4%. So even if Ethereum dominance is still down. So that is why the altcoin are still not poppy right now. So because the big boys who are the money which is coming into the crypto space right now are going into Bitcoin. So Bitcoin still remain one of that strongest assets. That is because Bitcoin is a store of value. It's not a tech like other altcoin. It's not a tech. So, like for example, Solana, which is a protocol, and Ethereum too. So those one, they have that running on top of it. I know most people come into the crypto space, invest all their money in meme coin. Tomorrow you say that you heard them say, "Oh, I lost all my money investing in cryptocurrency." So what did you invest on? That is because you heard that one meme coin go up 1,000%. So now you come into the crypto space and invest in meme coin. So at least when you are investing in the crypto space, invest in a real asset that has usage. As you can see, Bitcoin is a store of value. Still hold the total market share of about 63.4%, which is fantastic. Ethereum hold the share of 7.3%, which is the other altcoin hold 29.3%. So which still show that the art season may still not be popping anytime soon. So you don't have to be scared. So this is why I always say at least try to make sure you have at least about 40% in Bitcoin. So guys, I already showed you guys this about let's say about a few weeks ago. You can see it over here, Bitcoin adoption curve. You can see it is still skyrocketing. So this shows that more people are still adopting Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, guys. So the Bitcoin and crypto adoption is still going wide. So as you can see it over here, you see that you can see that it's still skyrocketing. But don't forget that even when it's still skyrocketing, we're still early in the market. So Bitcoin market cap today is still $1.8 trillion. So we are going here. So when we now totally finally have the market cap of gold, which is $22 trillion, that is when Bitcoin will be above $1 million per coin. So whenever Michael Saylor, which is the CEO of Strategy, say that he expecting Bitcoin to be $10 million per coin. So those are the things he's looking into. So that is because he believes so much that most of those other assets like Nvidia, Microsoft, and Apple and gold. So people will sell them in the next few years and put their money in Bitcoin. So Bitcoin is that asset that has a mass supply. It only has a 21 million that will exist on this planet forever. So which you guys can see it over here. We has a mass. So this is the asset that has a mass supply. So as you guys can see, let me bring it out a little bit. So the mass supply, the circulation supply as of today, we already have 90.85 million in circulation supply, and the total supply is 21 million. The mass supply is so 21 million. As you can see it over here, the mass supply is 21 million. It's being guided by code, powered by miners. So you can't print more Bitcoin. So you can print more money. So the government keep printing more money every single day, keep putting more money into the system. So, and that is why our buy power keep going down every single day. So one of the way in order for you to save yourself from this government printing money, so it's for you to invest in a strong asset that has a mass supply, which I just showed you guys just now. This take us to this over here for the Solana. This is Solana stable coin, guys. So Solana stablecoin just hit all-time high, which show that the network is still going wide. So a lot of people are still investing in SO, even if when SO is trading between $150 today. So a lot of people are still investing in SO. So we show that the Solana network is still growing. So not just Bitcoin. So a lot of people are still why is the market cap of the stable coins up now? That is because people are taking their profit out from the meme coin. And if you head over to their screen right now, you find out that a lot of people are still trading meme coin. So whenever you're in profit, so they take their profit out from Solana, they take their profit out from meme coin and add their profit in stable coin. You can see it over here that the stable coin just hit all-time high, which is crazy. So guys, the conclusion is that you don't have to be scared. So Bitcoin and crypto is here to stay. So guys, this is you can see it over here. Official Trump coin is up with about 60% in the last several days. That is because yesterday news break out from X, aka Twitter, that Trump will be having a dinner. So if you want to meet with President Trump, so this is one of the best way for you to meet with him. But it's not that easy. That is because so he will be having a dinner with the top 200 holder of the Trump meme coin. So he will be having a dinner with them. So if you are holding a huge amount of Trump coin, so if you are in the top 200, so you will be opportunity at least to meet with him to have a dinner with President Trump. So that is why the Tuki is up with almost about 70% in the past few days. So as you can see it over here, in the past several days, it's already still up with about 60% just between the past several days, which is crazy. Yesterday it was booming as hell. So today may be slightly down. So as you can see, even if today is down with about 30%. So even when it's still down with 30% today, but in the past 7 days, still up with about 60%. So this is the power of cryptocurrency. So now, if you are holding a huge amount of Trump coin, so this is an opportunity. So for you to meet with President Trump. So just like the Web3 system. Few years ago, if you are holding NFTs, so you'll be able to enter the Discord and you'll be able to meet with the team. So when NFT was booming, so that was when even if BYBIT Club, they made an airdrop to the holder of their 10,000 token. Not just that 10,000, even if people who are holding the order of their project. So people who was holding a BYBIT Club, then they have an opportunity to receive airdrop worth of $100,000 just by holding their JPEG. So just by holding their NFTs. So this is the power of Web3 and cryptocurrency. So for us to connect together. So guys, what I'm doing here is every day I'm streaming here live to encourage you guys to keep holding your Bitcoin and cryptocurrency so we'll be able to achieve a financial freedom together. That is because, so over the past few years, our buying power has been going down. So the government keep printing endless money. So they will tell you that the inflation is up with about 2.5% a year, which we all know is not true. So just between over the past 10 years, so if you have left $100 in bank, today it will be worth about $50. So that is because this which you'll be able to purchase last few years back, so with about $100. Today, if you want to purchase it, you have to even spend about $200. That means inflation is up with almost about 100% over the past few years. So the inflation keep increasing. So the government keep print more money. So this is why this asset here, which is Bitcoin, you can print more of it. So you can print more Bitcoin. So anybody tell you can print more Bitcoin, so it's lies. So you can print more Bitcoin. So Bitcoin, it has a mass supply of 21 million. So one day when the big boys, the way which keep purchasing 1 billion, 2 billion in Bitcoin today, so they are using OTC and it's not moving the market. Most of you guys, whenever I'm saying OTC, which most of you guys, I know that most of you guys don't understand. So those big boys, when they are buying, they are not buying from the open market. So, like for example, buy from exchange like Binance, BYBIT, or for example, using other exchange like KuCoin. So, but those big boys, when they buy from people like Coinbase, which already hold a huge amount of Bitcoin in their decentralized wallet. So they call those people, I need $1 billion worth of Bitcoin. They just transfer it from their decentralized wallet to them. So then those people made a transaction of that money to their bank account. So it will make effect in the market. But one day when the OTC market finally dry up, so they can't call the Coinbase again But they call Coinbase. Coinbase say, no, I don't have a such amount of Bitcoin. So they will be buying from the open market. So then that is when Bitcoin will skyrocket. So guys, the crypto and Bitcoin is here to stay. Crypto and Bitcoin is here to stay. So it's just a matter of time. You have to be patient. So Bitcoin is an asset. So whenever you invest in this asset, you give it time for it to grow. So most mistake that people usually make is that they come into the crypto space. So investing in Bitcoin and other altcoin like Solana, Ethereum, SROP, Dogecoin, ADA, and Tron, Sui. You can see Sui is up in the past 7 days with about 55%. Just in the last 7 days, if you have added a dollar to Sui in just in the past 7 days, today you can see that it's up with about 55%. So most mistake people usually make is that they come into the crypto space, they invest, but they expect the money to double overnight. But you forget it's an asset. It's just like you bought a land, you expect your land value to double the next day. It does not work that way. So Bitcoin and crypto is here to stay. So crypto go nowhere. Just about a few years back, what you will be hearing is that Bitcoin is used for flood, but you can see that the US just add Bitcoin to their reserve. So which is fantastic. So guys, if you have any question, drop it on the chat. Always tune in if you haven't subscribed. If you're watching me from S, like I say, if you're watching from S, aka Twitter, head over to the YouTube channel Jerry League on Jerry League in my S account, which you can use to head over to the YouTube channel, or you type in Charisco Crypto, so which you guys can see the channel over here. So obviously go there. What I do live stream here to encourage you guys to keep buying more Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, so we'll be able to generate and achieve financial freedom together. Not a financial advice, so don't invest more than what you can afford to lose. Only invest your side money in crypto. Any money which you know that you will be needed for the next few months, so in the next 3 months, in the next 1 year, so that is the money you have to invest in crypto. Any money you don't need in the next few years. So any money which you know that you will be using to pay your house rent in the next few months, so you don't have to invest it in crypto. So that is because the crypto market is always volatile. We always have up and down. So the mistake which I made over the past few years, buying high and selling low, so which is not that way around. So the best strategy is by buying low and sell high. So whenever the market is up, it's very simple. So using a DCA to accumulate more Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. So decentralization is one of the best way to go. Favor can testify to that. When I was live streaming yesterday night, so which is Favor was here. So what happened is that through my TikTok account, so what happened then is that I said, okay, so I tipped some USDC to him. It didn't even take 5 seconds, so he received it. So Bitcoin and crypto is here to stay. So one of the best ways to keep accumulating more Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, so we'll be able to achieve a financial freedom together. So guys, as always, if you have any question, drop it on the chat. Yeah, good evening. Sita, good evening. Just boy, how are you all doing? I'm good. So guys, I'll see you all tomorrow, 6 p.m. Central European time. Always tune in. So don't forget, you are smart and intelligent. With crypto, we shall all achieve a financial freedom together. I will see you guys all in a Bitcoin conference 20 watts. So guys, let me know in the chat, the one which you will be attending. So if you will be attending the Bitcoin conference this year or the one in the next few years, so let me know. I will see you guys there. So always play smart in the crypto space. So don't be scared. Be patient. Invest for a long term. People who have made money in crypto are people who are be investing in the crypto space for the long term. So not people, not just traders. So people who are even trading into the crypto space right now, people who has made money by investing in crypto. So they decide to use some of that profit to trade. So guys, see you tomorrow, 6 p.m. Central European time. Always tune in. Share the stream with your friends and family for them to keep learning about Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. As you can see, every day I'm here, so to keep encourage you guys. See you all tomorrow, guys, 6 p.m. Central European time. Charisco is out.